All right, guys, here is the pallet project. What he's doing first is measuring out the pallet pieces to cut to size. I believe he's cutting it at 20 inches, but that's not going to be on the test. I just wanted you guys to know that he's cutting. He's measuring and he's cutting. He's cutting it with a table saw, and then now he's dry fitting the pieces to make sure that they fit the specs that he cut them to. I'll give you guys the specs on that. Now he's kind of like cutting off the piece that is unfinished on the wood so that it has a finished side. We don't have to worry about that because I'm gonna be doing all the cutting. Now he's cutting off another piece of the wood to make sure that he has the size that he needs to complete the other piece of the end table because it's gonna be a top and a bottom. And on the end table, there's going to be like a shelf at the bottom. So one of these four that he's putting those two that he's put to there is going to be the shelf, and the other one's going to be the top. Again, now he's measuring um, how wide that board is. That's why he put the board on top of there to see how wide the board is. Okay. Now he's going to cut for the width to make sure that those two pieces line up square with each other. That's why he's suggesting that at the end, so that when those two pieces line up with each other, um, they fit properly. Because it looks to me the top of the end table is going to be bigger, and the smaller part of the end table, the shelf part, is going to be slightly smaller to kind of fit inside of it. But you'll see in the rest of the video. So again, he's measuring and cutting. He's repeating his steps. And he's cutting the pieces that go on the top of the end table or the shelf. I'm not sure which one this is that he's doing, but it's the same process for both. For the shelf and for the top, it's the same exact process. It's just one is slightly bigger than the other. But you'll see, like again, like I said, again, he's cutting off the unfinished side so that both are finished on both sides. He's using that piece of wood right there in order to be safe, so that he doesn't put his hand near the blade. Now he's putting glue on the end so he can connect them. He already dry fit them to see if they're gonna fit. Now he knows that they're gonna fit. He's gonna put glue on the sides and place them together. And then I believe he's gonna be putting clamps on to squeeze. Yeah, putting the clamps on right there to squeeze the wood together um, in place with that tool right there. It's called a square tool. He's checking for a 90-degree angle in all corners. Or I guess he checked it in three corners. But if you have in three, you're going to have in the other one. And then he wants to make sure that that's square so that both two pieces that he created, the shelf and the top, is the same. Now he's nailing the pieces together after he's already glued them. He already dry fit the top of the pieces of the shelf or the top. Now he's gluing them down, gluing them into place. And the reason why he did the middle last is because he wants the pieces to look symmetrical. Otherwise, if you do one at a time all the way to the end and you have to cut that last piece, then it won't look symmetrical. It'll kind of mess with your eyes. And that's why he did that. And so now he's putting together the other piece, which is either the shelf or, like I said, or the top. It all depends on which one is bigger. I believe this is actually the top, but this looks a little bit bigger, but you know, I'll show you guys this. And he's doing the same thing, repeating the same steps. He glued the sides. He's clamping them together. This type of clamp has a twist knob, or other clamps have like you squeeze knob. I'll show you mine that I bring to the class. Again, he's cutting the pieces to size so that it fits what he needs it to fit. And he might take it to the Other table again. Nope, it's already clean. So he actually ended up doing the last one here. And if you notice on this one, the pieces go over the edge of the square that he created. And this, I believe, now I know for a fact this is the actual shelf, because the shelf you'll see later on, but this is the shelf because it goes over the edge. It doesn't fit flesh with the square that he created. But you'll see how this is the difference. So this is the shelf, and again he does the middle piece last in order to create a symmetrical look. And he's using the clamps to hold everything together so that nothing moves until he glues it and nails it. And if you know, okay, so here he's using the punch that I was talking about in class over the nails to make sure that the nails are recessed and that they're not at the top of the wood, but they're actually in the wood, and the nails won't interact with your hands if you ran your hand over the wood. So that's what that punch is used for. Here he's using a square piece of wood. I don't know if we're gonna use this piece because I'm not really sure what he's using this for. I don't know if it's for like aesthetics or what. But he creates a block and then glues it. Um, because I believe you can do it without. Okay, so he's using the block to get the correct height of the legs that he's connecting to the shelf to the top of the end table. The end table is now upside down. This is the bottom you're looking at. So maybe yeah, I guess we will do this so we can have the adequate height. He kind of uses it as a stop. So if you notice, what you're gonna notice is he's doing one at each leg at a time, but he's gonna do all the legs the same. So you see how you put the other two legs on the other side, clamp them down, put that little block stop on there. Um, so that they all are the same height at the bottom of the shelf, as you can tell that it's under. They've all dry, and now he can stand it up. So you see how he has the shelf in there with the overlapping pieces of wood. Now he's gonna go ahead and glue the inside, and see how the top fits inside of there, and that's the reason why he has overlapping. It's another reason why he was measuring um, the thickness of the wood so he could see how far over it's going to go. So now he put the top on, he's gluing that in together. He's putting some extra pieces of wood um, so that um, all of the wood is being compressed together evenly. Otherwise, you'll see if you don't do it like that, you'll see wood start to move once you start to squeeze it. So he's distributing the pressure of the clamp by using those two pieces of wood at the end. He's probably using it on the other side as well. Yeah, he is. You see that. So it's all dry. The shelf is, I believe, is pretty much done. Now he's taking the nails and he's going back over the places that he glued together. And he's nailing it together the top to to the legs. Okay. So everything, if you notice, has been glued and nailed. It's been glued and nailed. So he made two. Looks pretty cool, right, y'all? Now he's staining it. I think we're before we do this step, we're gonna definitely sand it before we stain it, so that it has like a little rustic look, but we want it to be smooth to the touch. So that after we stain it, it looks really good. I can't wait to do this project, y'all. This is gonna be cool. So see how it looks. Nice. All right. Let me know if you have questions, guys. Peace.